Hi there, welcome back to my video blog on the use of music in advertising. I'm Bruce Tweedie, Managing Director of Music Mill here in Australia. This is looking out my window. I thought you might like to see a tiny glimpse of Sydney Harbour for a change instead of my face. Maybe I'll show you a bit more of my face later. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at an activation, Tiesto and a whole bunch of DJs doing some stuff for 7-Up. 7-Up thought they could target millennials by getting 7 DJs for 7 different events. Essentially Tiesto, big name, and half a dozen small names, and play them at 7 different events across various different countries, of course. Is that a good idea? Well, yes, in principle, although in this case I think the execution is a bit lacking. By that I mean they spent a shitload of money, and I don't know that it was cost effective. I think they spent perhaps a lot more money than they really needed to get the same result. Anyway, let's look at a few different things. The first one is a concert that Tiesto did in Chile. It's just one song essentially for a TV commercial, but they built a stadium. Have a look. So it's got some very obvious in-your-face product placement of 7-Up. I guess that's okay. They're spending a lot of money on the ad. But why did they go to all that trouble to do the lighting design and build the stadium? Really, the essence of this spot is Tiesto singing a song and endorsing 7-Up. So why complicate that with all that extra cost of building this outdoor stadium, and especially the lighting design, which they show you for just a few seconds at the beginning of the clip? I looked at it a few times, and I think it's all about being able to say up, and say up a lot. Up for 7-Up. So they've got dream it up, set it up, turn it up, light it up, and live it up. I think they kind of got 2 creative concepts going on at the same time here. The first one is about the music. It's all about reaching millennials with the music. And then they've layered this other thing over the top of that, which is about constructing a stadium because they want an original creative idea, which is all well and good, but man, it added a lot more extra cost, and I'm not sure it was worth it, really. Another aspect of this campaign is Tiesto performing at the Electric Daisy Carnival. And again, I'm not sure how effective this is, because I'll give you a little bit of excerpt of the beginning and the end. So he does this big concert, and 7-Up have paid for signage. So this is old-fashioned sponsorship. They get a sign at the beginning of the set, and they get a sign not so much on at the concert, but online for the clip at the end of the set. And I'll bet they spent a lot of money on that as well. And I'm not sure that's worth it. And finally, have a look at this. This is classic. This is 7-Up marketing people announcing Tiesto and the 6 DJs and having Tiesto introduce them at a press conference. I can't imagine how much it would have cost to fly everybody together, set it all up. I mean, I get it. I know that you've got to do PR. I know that you've got to get the press interested. But this comes up if you Google on YouTube, and it's so naff. It's just completely lame. And in terms of producing authentic content to the millennial generation, this is just a wasted opportunity. They would have been better off to do absolutely nothing rather than this. I won't bore you with the whole thing, but I'll give you a bit of an excerpt and you can see how terrible it really is. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.
Here tonight on behalf of 7-Up. introduced to so many electronic music fans what 7-Up's going to be bringing to the EDM experience in 2014, including 7 shows, 7 DJs, and so much more. Festival season is officially kicking off tomorrow, and we've partnered with some of the largest festivals in the world to bring some incredibly uplifting experiences.
I met him a couple of years ago, and I know his manager very well. And he told me the story about him, how he learned everything himself. He started producing on a laptop. He came from nowhere, and he learned everything himself. He's super talented, and he made amazing tracks already. And he's about to switch his style again. And I did some tracks with him together as well, a remix we did for Calvin Harris together. And so he's a super talented producer and DJ.
Just run them red lights. We could just run